Love me some Ondo Finance. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's get into why Ondo is jumping in a market where we wake up and we're seeing some of the red numbers continue in the top 100. Ondo's kind of been doing their thing, and it's one of those cryptos, right? When we talk RWAs, probably my top pick within the RWA sector, as we want to talk about what they bring to the table in terms of utility. Tokenizing of real-world assets is one of the niches in crypto sectors, if you will, that I'm very attracted to. So I wanted to give them some run, highlight Ondo in this video. I appreciate you guys all sticking around. Make sure you also, if you have not done so by now, do all this good stuff for me. If you can, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also feel free to give me a follow on X. You can find my handle in the description and or in the bottom left of your screen. Okay, so as we wake up to it, this is kind of what we have going on. All right, so Ondo looking very nice here, up 2.4% when the rest of the market has shown some weakness. Consecutive red days pretty much across the board. We'll see if we can flip the charts and head into the green. But for Ondo, trading above $1, and that's been the big storyline, right? I've talked a lot about Ondo. I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell crypto, but this is one of the cryptos that, as they continue to trade in that sub $1 territory, right? And we look back over the past month, pretty much hit the nail on the head. You could have bought Ondo Finance for 66 cents, and that's kind of where we look at it right now at $1.07. Very much a substantial price appreciation, as we've seen kind of in a broader stroke, all cryptos up. I know that, but Ondo, pretty much, it was just like taking candy from a baby as you look for Ondo, as it was trading below 90 cents. So at that 60, 70, 80 cents territory, very much a very quick trade that you could have made within Ondo Finance. And that looking at the numbers, it is very impressive still with some strength, as that is a very significant chart. Now, the one thing I will tell you guys is it's not been around for all too long, okay? As we look at the lifespan of Ondo, they did not see a bull cycle of 2021, so please keep that in mind, but they were able to reach $2 plus as we look back into December of 2024. So please keep that in mind, okay? But why did it jump? All right, this is why we're looking at Ondo Finance with the big move that they've had. Well, it's coming after they shared a filing of the 21 shares Ondo Spot ETF, okay? That's triggered some heavy trading. So a lot of this ETF news has been built into Ondo's price. And as we look for the 21 shares Ondo Trust, that's where they will hold Ondo directly using Coinbase custody and tracking the CME CF Ondo Finance dollar reference rate. So pretty much the ETF news. That's pretty much what is moving the markets if you do want to kind of connect the dots. But Ondo has been up a significant amount, 20% this week and 65% the last month, respectively. And as we look for this news within ETFs to continue, that's kind of where the market response has reacted to the news very, very swiftly, okay? We saw this essentially trigger a 13% intraday spike where crypto was down, Ondo surged. So a lot of times when the market's running the way it is, I look for strength during times of weakness, right? You want to find those outliers that are moving, that kind of stand out from one another, and why they're up and everything else is going down. Well, that's kind of why Ondo is very attractive. You look at kind of their partnerships, their collaborations, a lot of their positive ecosystem developments. They're in a very strong situation, in my personal opinion. Now, what's next is we will have a couple months to kind of review the ETF approval, and that's kind of where you would have to get into some of the liquidity concerns. Obviously, the market manipulation and custody practices, those are all going to play a role if they are going to get ETF adoption, where the process is going to be a long one as we look for still cryptos outside of Bitcoin pretty much to get those ETFs underway. Okay, so it is something we talk about. It's going to be priced in. I don't think people, quite frankly, understand the magnitude of inflows that you can have within ETFs. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of them. However, it is good for the state of crypto overall. I just want to make sure that we keep it what it is, and that is that crypto stays crypto and not left up to institutional market manipulation that can be obtained within trading of ETFs on more traditional finance platforms. Okay, but kind of looking at the technicals behind Ondo, it's still bullish. I think that when you look at the 20, 50, and the 100-day EMAs, still firmly above all those, as we've holding on strong to that $1.10 price. I know we're a little bit below that, but hitting some resistance I could see happening, as this article does allude to the $1.16 resistance level. But as we look at it right now, guys, it's pretty much all systems go. Ondo at $1.07. And I think that this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg. occur. Okay, I think that the numbers, the technicals are all setting up for ONDO to do well, and I wanted to kind of highlight the fact that we have seen this move, and it's coming upon the news that we did have the ETFs up for approval, the application for ONDO Finance spot ETF within what we've seen with the likes of the 21 shares ONDO Trust. So coupling all that news, we'll see what happens, but also I do want to talk about kind of one of their acquisitions within the broker-dealer Oasis Pro, okay? That's a lot of venture capital that they're going to have some backing from that gives them an edge over the less kind of qualified and developed RWA projects. Just another way that ONDO separates himself from the pack. So I wanted to highlight this for you guys. As you know, I do get a lot of comments. I do read through the comments. So when you guys leave me comments, I appreciate it. And yeah, the demand for ONDO content is high. People want to know what ONDO Finance is doing. So I thought it was relevant to make this video to kind of highlight their move. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Thank you all once again for being part of the channel. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do so. But yeah, leave a comment down below. Let's talk some ONDO Finance and let's continue this momentum, see what happens. All right, so we'll leave it at that. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.